Hi, my name is Jan, and I've been working with you guys for the past 2 months. I come from this crazy, mixed yet creative background spanning web design, music, filmmaking, and project management. And I've picked up coding about 2 years ago, leaving a corporate job and jumping into the unknown. So at first, JavaScript seemed like an obvious choice because of my previous knowledge of HTML, CSS, and jQuery. And then came React, introducing another level of abstraction, which, to be honest, it gave me a hard time to grasp its concept. So I never really got a chance to code a real-life application in React before. Luckily enough, a first proper job I got required an alternative library. So the reason my team at the time picked up Vue instead of React is in its motto. It's progressiveness. As advertised, Vue scales up as well as React, but scales down as well as jQuery. It's that easy to implement Vue in legacy systems based on MVC frameworks that cannot be rewritten from the ground up due to SEO issues. So the Vue declarative rendering engine is based on directives similar to the ones you may already know coming from Angular. And Vue directives start with V and support common operations such as data binding, conditional rendering, or iterative rendering. And perhaps most welcomed by React users, the two-way data binding, which is a relief, to be honest. So you might say it's pretty damn similar to Angular, and you wouldn't be far from the truth. So in fact, even you, the creator of Vue.js, mentioned that when writing the new library, he just wanted to extract the good part of Angular and make it really lightweight. And it's not that far from React either, being based on the same principles. So they both utilize a virtual DOM, and Vue seems to outperform React in this field. Provide reactive composable components. It's just that Vue's approach might be a little more humane. And they both maintain focus on a core library, sitting somewhere between a library and a full-fledged framework. So at this point you might ask, why bother? You know React, you use it on a daily basis, and you like it. But do you really like it? So when I asked around, our own developers pointed out few React issues that drive them nuts. And these are things like mixing logic with HTML, mixing CSS with JavaScript. It just doesn't feel right. And some point out the lack of imposed component structure. Others rant React's bloated ecosystem. So the React experience is far from perfect. Things could definitely be improved. And Vue.js might be an answer to at least some of these issues. A concept of single file component is a fresh approach to separation of concerns. So .vue files support HTML syntax, CSS preprocessors of your choice, and even allow you to encapsulate styles to a scope of a component. HTML class binding allows you to pass an object to v-bind class to dynamically toggle classes. It can coexist with regular attribute, and after evaluation, both those values will be merged together. And the bound object doesn't even have to be inline. The same thing goes for inline style binding. It's almost like writing pure CSS, and you can use both camel and kebab cases. Pascal and kebab cases. And although Vue's ecosystem is by no means as vast as React, the key libraries are supported by the core team. So they get updates along with the parent library. And these include router, state management, CLI, and the dev tools. If you are still not impressed, that's perfectly fine. My goal is not to convince you to drop React or Angular, but to show you there is a third way that might be a good fit for you. And bear in mind, these features are just the tip of an iceberg. And if you would like to give it a try, now it's a great time to do so. Being the third most popular JavaScript library, Vue is gaining momentum, having already surpassed React in GitHub stars count. It is the second most loved and wanted library in the past year's Stacks developer survey. And I've been told it pops up now and then in the client inquiries in our company. So if you are eager to learn something that's quick to start with, fun and rewarding, please give Vue a try. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Thank you.